Now to the conflict in the Middle East, where Israel has agreed to implement daily humanitarian pauses in northern Gaza, allowing civilians caught in the middle of the conflict to flee south. Israeli officials say 80,000 people passed through an evacuation corridor to leave northern Gaza on Thursday. This comes as Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says Israel launched airstrikes on hospitals in the territory today.
Joining us now with more on this from Israel is CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio. Okay, Ramy, what are we learning about the strikes near hospitals in Gaza? Do we have any idea who might be responsible?
Anne-Marie, yeah, good morning there. And we understand that it is Israeli strikes that are targeting not one, not two, but at least 3 hospitals in and around the biggest, that is Al-Shifa. We understand that there might be around 60,000 people who have been escaping from further up north. According to our partners at the BBC, there are forces on all sides of Al-Shifa, about 800 feet out, and they are getting closer. The idea also is that Al-Shifa is the headquarters for Hamas, the militant group, as well as providing cover for its tunnel network. Along with Al-Shifa, there's the Al-Quds hospital nearby, also in Gaza City. It is the second biggest hospital, and the Indonesian hospital, all of them reportedly surrounded by IDF forces and tanks also surrounding them.
Can we talk about these daily humanitarian pauses? Because Israel had sort of said, well, that it had already been doing these sort of pauses. So what's new here, and how's it being implemented?
Right, from what we've been hearing, actually this is the 5th day that a pause has actually been implemented. So the Israeli government is basically making this more of an official position as of news when it broke last night. We had been hearing that over the past few days there had been unofficial pauses to allow people to go from the north to the south to find refuge. And right now here it's just past 4 p.m. local time, and at this time we understand that the first first official pause will have just ended. The Israel Defense Force spokesperson for Arab media said that the pause today started from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. So that's actually a 6-hour window, a little bit longer than what we heard would be the official pause window, but this is to try to get people, to give them some kind of window of opportunity, a window to escape from the constant bombing that still is happening, mind you. This pause is not across the whole entire enclave. Right. It's just in certain areas just to help people to get to the south.
Right, and of course a pause is in no way a ceasefire, which depends on both sides to be participating. What's been going on in Tel Aviv? Because I've heard that, the alarms have been going off there.
Yeah, well, we were down in Sderot on the border with Israel and Gaza, and we had gotten this barrage of alerts on our phone marking the Iron Dome doing interceptions here in Tel Aviv. We looked at what was coming out from here, and we saw that the Iron Dome did indeed do several interceptions over the city, over central Israel, and at least one person was injured. A woman was injured when shrapnel, a fuselage of a rocket fell onto a car in a neighborhood there. But aside from that, we know that the Iron Dome is quite efficient. Experts say 90 to 95%. And right now, as the sun is going down here in Israel, things will be quieting down, at least in terms of the population, because Shabbat, the Sabbath, is about to begin.
All right, Ramy, thank you very much. Stay safe.